It's at 5. I am Ikechukwu Obieno. We're staying with the report in Benin Republic, where the country's interior minister, Alassane Seidu, says that the armed forces have thwarted an attempted coup. His statement came after soldiers appeared on state television and announced the removal of President Patrice Talon, the closure of borders and suspension of political parties. Government officials thereafter said that the army was regaining control and the situation was fully under their control. President Patrice Talon first took office in 2016 and was re-elected in 2021. The 67-year-old former businessman, dubbed the Cotton King of Cotonou, is due to hand over power. That will be next year after 10 years in office, marked by solid economic growth, but also a surge in jihadist violence. West Africa has experienced a number of coups in recent years, including in Benin's northern neighbors, Niger and Burkina Faso, as well as Mali, Guinea, and most recently, Guinea-Bissau. Now, the Economic Community of West African States has condemned the attempted military takeover in Benin Republic. Military personnel in Benin on Sunday announced that they had ousted President Patrice Talon, although his entourage said that he was safe and the army was regaining control. Reacted in a statement released in Abuja today, the West African bloc said that it received the report of the attempted coup with dismay, calling for full respect of the Constitution of Benin Republic. The regional bloc also saluted the efforts of government and the Republican Army in bringing the situation under control. ECOWAS says that it will support the government and the people in all forms necessary to defend the Constitution and the territorial integrity of Benin Republic. Well, at this point, Mr. Shaya Adeyemo, of course, joins me live now in the studio to talk more about the incident in Benin Republic. He's live here in the studio with me. Many thanks indeed for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, then. Another coup, let me just give a little timeline of the coups that we've had so far. Mali, August 2020, and then of course, we also had in Chad, April 2021. We had in Guinea, September 2021. Sudan, 2021. Burkina Faso, and September, same Burkina Faso. Gabon, Madagascar, Guinea-Bissau, and now Benin Republic. Here is the timeline of the coups we've had in, not too long ago. Another one in Benin Republic. Fundamentally, is an indication that something is wrong. What is it you think that is wrong?
First of all, I'm happy that at least the military in Republic of Benin are taking back power from this coup, because truth is we do not need another coup now. I am one person who believes that no matter how small the country is, we're better in the hands of a democratic rule. So speaking directly to your question, clearly we all are doing something wrong because it is happening too frequently. I mean, going by the timeline you just gave, that clearly shows that we're having too many coups, specifically in West Africa, and it's something that we need to collectively look at, because in my opinion, we do not need that kind of setback at a time like this. The world is in a very difficult time. Everybody is coming together to build their different countries, their different blocks. This is not the time to be setting anybody back and doing things that would send us back and restart us. No matter how noble it may look or seem, in my opinion, that is obviously not the way to go at a time like this.
Well, ECOWAS, that's the Economic Community of West African States, the African Union, they have all, these regional bodies have condemned the coup. Is it enough to do condemnation of these coups without addressing the fundamental issues that are leading to these challenges?
Clearly, it's not enough. There's something that is in the mouth of all of us all over the world, And I think we're not looking at it in terms of political governance, sustainability. Everybody's talking about sustainability, sustainability. The question is, how sustainable is the governance that we're practicing right now? I mean, essentially, when you talk about sustainability, you're saying maintain, ensure economic prosperity that would not only give you good life today, but you're taking into cognizance what will happen tomorrow. Now, the question is, in the way we are going about the things, Talon is a very good example. President Talon came in 2016, and without a doubt, a lot of good things have happened in the Republic of Benin. But again, he's sort of brought a situation where oppositions are clammed into prisons, oppositions are chased out of the country. That is not a sustainable way of ruling a people. Now, truth is, things are changing. The way people in the past could take things in and endure things, the people of today are not likely to take things as the people of yesterday. So trying to clamp down or talk down on people is not a sustainable way of doing whatever you want to do. So my advice and recommendation is, whoever has the opportunity, or as a people, we must find a way of ensuring that people really see true progress, fairness, equity in the way we're governing ourselves, in the way we're conducting our daily affairs, so that even if you're able to talk down on me, you might not be able to talk down on the next person, because we're a lot and we're diverse in the way we think. And some of us would think, okay, we can wait, we can manage, but some of us will pick up the gun and say, no, we can't take this any longer.
So in other words, you're saying that the way that those in power manage the opposition is a big challenge, just as we have seen in Benin Republic. Although their economic growth has been very tremendous indeed, but again, the political actors have not been happy with the way that he has handled the opposition.
Absolutely. And that also can be tied to the economic growth. You know, see, yes, you can say this is good. The point is it good enough? Because the truth is, I tell you, the kind of opposition he's gotten, if he had done it to an extent where, look, I gave this example several before. I was in a conference outside Nigeria, and I was talking about Kagame, and I said, I think he stayed in government for too long. In my opinion, he should have somebody that he hand over for. The Rwandans around there merely mobbed me. They said that they want him to remain in government. In other words, he's done something that is done so well that the people prefer for him to be in government. So what I'm saying is, I don't subscribe to people to stay in government perpetually. I believe that you should be
like we have seen in Cameroon.
Yes, I don't subscribe to it at all. I believe that is even a failure on your part. You must have, people that you will hand over to.
You must leave the stage.
You must leave the stage, because no matter how good you are, at some point you'll get tired and you need to hand over. In fact, for me, good governance, good leadership is having proteges, people who you have trained over time who can take over from you. So long and short is, there's a need for fairness. There's a need for us to do things better. There are a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities for a lot of growth in Africa, in West Africa specifically. And I tell you, even if you still want to benefit as people who are leading us as in government, you will still be able to benefit, but people will enjoy their country more than we're doing right now.
All right. Well, Oluwase Adeyemo, publisher Inside Watch Africa. Yeah, I think that's a good place to leave the conversation.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully, African leaders will learn.
Will learn.
Yeah. Thank you very kindly for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you.
All right.